everyone, thank you for clicking on today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. Hadn't done one of these, I think in like a good month or so. I think the last time I did one was beginning of December. But I recently picked up this Colourpop Good as Gold palette, ordered this online the beginning of January, and I hadn't even used it yet. So I wanted to use this for the first time on the camera and kind of chat with you guys about some stuff that has been on my mind lately. I talk about a couple of like 2020 goals, I guess, and I talk a lot about my financial situation. So this is going to be a really long, rambly, chatty. I talk a lot in this video, okay? It's ended up being like a 50-minute video. Hopefully I've edited it down to a lot less than that, but why don't we go ahead and get started with the video. So I'm going to be using the Good as Gold palette today from Colourpop. I've never used this before. I bought this beginning of the month, I want to say, because I had been doing a bunch of, extra hours at work. And so I thought I could treat myself. I cannot for the life of me find my makeup sponges. I don't know where I put them. I found 3. And I can't find any of them. I don't know where they are. They either they must have fell off like the bathroom counter and it's like in somewhere, but I can't find them. So, yeah, but I'm going to be going in with some concealer first to prime my eyes. My God. I have not filmed a Get Ready With Me in a while, so it's like I forgot how to talk. So, eyes are primed, concealed. I know it's like really bright because there's snow on the ground, so like the sun's like reflecting off the snow into the window, so I'm hoping it's not like too crazy today in terms of lighting. I don't even know, obviously like this is a Good as Gold palette, so like we're gonna be doing a gold look, but I'm like trying to decide how far I really want to take it today. This color Trooper right here is really pretty. I think I have to play with that. I think that's what I'm gonna put in my crease first, actually. So, haven't filmed in a while. I honestly, just have been working so much, and I think I mentioned it. Of course I mentioned it. I talked about it a lot during Vlogmas, how my schedule is about to get crazy. We lost a bunch of employees in the kitchen. One of them went out to cure her cancer. She's now cancer-free. I'm excited for her. And another one, I guess, hurt himself, and that's just a whole story I can't even get into. And then I think one of the night aides quit, and I think that's really it. So for the most part it was just me and the food service director as cooks. So my schedule was crazy. 1 week I would do 6 days, and the next week I would do 5 days, but my 5th day would be a double. So I felt like I was just not getting days off, even though I was. They were just coming so far, it'd be so far in between that it just felt like I never got days off. So with that, even though I could have made time after work to film, I just was so tired that I just knew that I had to take a little bit of time off of YouTube to kind of actually deal with that. Now things are getting a little bit better. We do have some employees back in there. So I don't work today. Today's Saturday as I'm filming. Tomorrow's Sunday and I do have to work. I have Monday off. Then I work Tuesday through Friday. And then I finally have a weekend off, which I have not had off since before my coworker had left to have her surgery. So I'm going to be taking Bold Rush, which is this shade right here, with this Luxie brush, and I'm going to be adding that to my crease as well. I'm going to be doing the same kind of technique I always do, pretty much, so no rhyme or reason. It's nothing too extravagant, because I'm only going to be filming this, plus an Empties video for sit-down videos, and then we'll be doing a cleaning video, so really not going to be doing a whole lot of filming, so I don't necessarily care how wabam my eye look is, if that makes sense. So work's been really crazy because of all of that and losing employees. But I'm really excited to finally have some time off so I can get back into YouTube because, you know, it's 2020 and I have not even spoken to you guys since before New Year's because I think the last time I filmed was like right after Christmas. So, yeah, it had been a minute, hasn't it? Really excited for this year. I think this year is just gonna be a good one. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like my feeling towards it, but I love a new year because you just kind of feel like fresh start almost, you know what I mean? And so I'm really excited to just see what this year has. With my little Sigma brush, this is the Sigma E36, I'm going to be taking the Let's Do It shade, which is this black shade, and just very lightly put it in my outer V just to kind of deepen that up a little bit more. I don't really have any sort of goals because this is the first time I felt like I didn't need any. I want to obviously work on some stuff, but like in terms of like actual resolutions and actual like, this is the year I'm going to do this, this, and this, I just feel like this year, at least the beginning of this year, I just don't feel like I need to. Last year I wasn't in a relationship. I was in my dead-end job, kind of like not happy there. And then last year, towards the middle of the year, well, obviously I got a boyfriend because you guys see him all the time now on my channel. I got a boyfriend, I left my job, got this new job that's actually going really well, and I moved to a different town where I've been like super happy. I'm super happy in my apartment and all of that. So things have been like, you know, going just really well for me. And so this year I finally just like, I feel like this is the first year I haven't felt like I need to be making these huge goals. I do want to talk about a couple of things because like I've been kind of down about certain things about myself. I know I've gained a lot of weight. I have not weighed myself since the last time I got weighed was when I went to the doctor over the summertime because I had really bad heat rash like all over my legs. And I finally had to just go to a walk-in clinic because it was just so bad. Like one morning I was just in tears because it was just so painful and I was just so itchy and I was trying anything. So I had to go to a doctor to get like prescribed, and I got prescribed prednisone, this like anti-itch pill pretty much, as well as a stronger hydrocortisone cream. So yeah, that was really that was the last time I got weighed. And I remember getting weighed, and I think it had said, I don't even remember, I almost think it said I was like 250, I want to say. Maybe even a little less, but definitely between 240 and 250. And as you guys know, last year, when the year had started, I was working out all the time, eating healthier. I was doing a diet bet, so I was losing weight, and I even like dropped down a size. I was down into an XL when I was wearing an 2XL. So, and I was able to fit into a size 16 jeans, which hadn't been a thing in like ever basically. And what happened, like, let's just be real, what happened was I got into a relationship where I was really happy, and where he had lived an hour away at the time. Hold on, because I do want to add a shimmer so I'm not just sitting and talking the whole time. Trying to think what I want to do. I think I want to do Gold Star, which is this one right here. I think that's the one I want to play with. If it ends up being too dark, I'll lighten it up with one of the lighter colors, but that one, just for some reason, is calling to me the most right now. I'm going to try applying it dry first, because I like to give a new shimmer a chance, but I'll probably end up having to spray it with my MAC Fix Plus, because that's just what I do with all shimmers, but I am going to try it on its own. Okay, wow. Like, it's hard to see on camera, but without spray, that's actually beautiful. This was definitely one of those palettes that, like, when it had launched, Colourpop is one of those things I always wanted to try the brand, but nothing spoke out to me enough to buy it because I felt like the palettes were really pretty, but I was like, I'm sure I have those colors in other palettes. So I held back, but when this palette launched, I could not stop thinking about this palette. I just wanted it so bad. So I'm glad I allowed myself to get it. And Colourpop is really cheap. I mean, I bought this palette, I think it was on sale when I bought it. But even still, I think these palettes are like, I think that one full price, I would say at most it's $20. I want to say it's like $18. But it was on sale when I bought it, and so with shipping, it was less than 20 bucks. Like, it was like $19.97, I want to say. So it's a really good price. I really like that. I might have to go back in with the outer V shade again. But before I do that, I'm going to just finish off the shimmer shade, because I think in the very inner corner, I want to take 24 karat gold, which is this light shade right here. And I am going to spray that one just to make sure it actually like comes out like oomph. Okay, this isn't picking up on my brush. And I think it's because it's like a super shock shadow inside the palette. So I might have to just use my finger, actually. I don't know if you guys can like see the result, but that's really pretty. And it is like a super shock shadow because it's like bouncy when I put my finger into it. So that's kind of cool that they did that. And the Super Shock Shadow, if you guys have never used one, it feels like a cream shadow. It's like a mixture between a cream shadow and a regular shadow. Like, I can't even describe it. Like, it's not like a full cream shadow, but it's also like, it's definitely like more moist. I know everyone hates that word. It's definitely like a more moist shadow. Not even to make excuses, but like, to be honest, like, I think it was just because I was in this new relationship with him, and in the beginning of the relationship, I had lived an hour away. And so, of course, on my free time, I wanted to drive the hour to go see him and spend all my time with him and all that. So just the whole like working out thing, eating healthy thing kind of just like left my mind. So it just wasn't a worry anymore. My worry was seeing him. And so I am going to go back with those shades I used before in my like crease and outer corner just to kind of bring them back in a little bit because I feel like I covered them up too much. So I really kind of just like forgot about it, and then like I moved here. Him and I kind of pretty much started living together. It's not like he was eating the healthiest, so, and like me, I'm like someone who like just, it's like, you know, there's certain foods I can't get him to eat. I cannot get Cody to eat a salad. I cannot get him to eat certain vegetables. He does like some vegetables. He likes zucchini and carrots. There are certain foods that I love, like healthier foods, that he will not eat. And for me, I'm like, I don't want to eat something different, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like if we're going to sit down to eat dinner together, it should be the same meal. Am I crazy? Or do you guys like to do that in your relationship? So, for the most part, I was making foods that he liked, that I knew he liked, that I also liked. So, of course, during the summertime, there was a lot of takeout also because when I first moved here, I was then traveling an hour to work. So, there was a lot of takeout, a lot of pizza orders. We don't order pizza as much anymore, but we still do from time to time. There was a lot of pizza ordering. There was just like box mac and cheese nights, hamburger helper. Like, we just like we just stopped kind of caring about like healthy foods, I guess I should say. And so, of course I gained weight. I wasn't exercising either. I wasn't working out anymore. I don't think I worked out since the diet bet had ended. So I gained a bunch of weight. And so yesterday morning, I had a little bit of a meltdown. I almost called out of work because of my meltdown, but I didn't. I sucked it up and went to work because I knew I just had to get through yesterday and then I would have today off. But I went to go put on my winter coat because I hadn't used my winter coat yet because it's been cold here in Maine, but not so cold that I needed more than like a hoodie. And also because like I'm not outside for a long period of time, I'll go outside, get in my car, then get out of my car to go into work or go into a store and go into whatever. And I feel like for like the 30 seconds you're going to walk, a hoodie is fine with me. But yesterday it was snowing and it was also like below temps, I want to say, or maybe it was only like 6 degrees. So I went to go put on my winter coat, and that coat, you guys, would not even meet to zip up. Like, it's not fitting at all. So now I don't have a winter coat, which is fine. I can layer up hoodies for this year, and then hopefully either I can fit back into my winter coat or I'll just get a new one next year. But so I had a realization that I really do need to get back into eating healthier and working out again. It was something that I really enjoyed doing too. I was counting calories. I don't know if I want to do that again, because as much as it was helpful, I was wearing a Fitbit, and I still have my Fitbit. It's in my nightstand. Probably needs to be charged. It's probably dead. I was using the Fitbit app to track the food intake. I didn't use an app that like would tell me how much I should eat. I kind of just looked it up on my own and then just kind of decided from there. I'm pretty sure I just tried to stay at most under 1,600 calories. And then I think, you know, if I went over, I just wanted to stay under 1,800 calories, because if you actually look up your weight and like how many calories you should take, and actually like you'll be surprised how much calories you actually can eat, you know, in order to lose weight. I think the lose weight quicker was the 1,600, but it said to like maintain my weight, it was like almost 2,000 calories. And so like when I realized that, I was like, I've spent so many years of like my young adult years only eating like 1,200 calories because I think I used like Spark People at the time, and that's what it told me. And so like I probably was just like starving myself basically. So anyways, this eyeliner's all frayed. Can you guys see that? I must have put the cap on wrong last time I used it. But when I had put on that winter coat yesterday, and I had been feeling like I wanted to start trying to lose weight again, because I just felt heavier. You know, like you don't really know it. You don't really weigh yourself, but you just feel it. You just feel like you're heavier. You feel like you're more bloated, I want to say. Like, that's kind of the feeling I could, like I'm feeling right now. I feel bloated, and I feel like, you know, every time I tried on jeans, they weren't fitting right. Use my concealer. I'm going to try this brush. This is the Real Techniques crease brush. I hate this as a crease brush. It's too big for my eyes, but I like to use it as a concealer brush. But I do think I'm going to start working out again, and just start getting back into a better routine and just start creating healthier habits. Like, him and I, we drink a lot of soda, so like I definitely want to try to drink less soda. I don't know about him, if he's going to be able to like fully quit. I can quit soda if I want to. I did it before. I went a whole year without soda. But it might be one of those things I don't drink soda at home, but when I'm out, maybe I allow myself one or something. You know what I mean? I'm using my Bare Minerals matte foundation, by the way. I like it a lot better than the original, I realized. I'm still going to use up my original because, you know, I'm going to try to use up. I have 3 powder foundations. Who needs 3? A powder foundation probably lasts forever, right? So I don't know why I now have 3, but I bought this one because it was only like $6 at TJ Maxx, and it was in my shade. And being the lightest skin tone, I feel like you never see your shade at like TJ Maxx because it's usually like the more medium skin tones that you see there. I'm just one of those people, like, if I want to lose weight, I have to like have a plan. I can't just like whatever, man, you know, just like work out and eat healthy and all that. I feel like I always need a plan or like something to get me to actually do it, if that makes sense. I think that's, so I don't know. It's definitely something that's on my mind lately though, and I definitely had to talk about it because yesterday was hard, and I don't have very many, I haven't had a low self-esteem in a long time, but the past couple of months I definitely have felt, thought really low of myself. Haven't felt as good as I used to about myself. Just felt heavier and just, I don't know, I just have felt pretty low about myself. And in case anyone is going to comment and say like, oh, why don't you join a gym? I can't afford it. I live paycheck to paycheck, and the closest gym to me is a YMCA, and that shit's expensive. I looked it up, and there's just no way with all the financial goals I kind of have this year. There's just no way. And quite frankly, I like working out at home. I like doing the YouTube workouts. I can link some of my favorites down below. Speaking of financial goals, because I wanted to touch on this because Kristen Sierra, she's one of my really good friends on YouTube. I'll have her channel linked down below. I talk about her every video I friggin' have here. She probably thinks I'm like her stalker at this point. But I'm going to be going in with the SmarchBeautyWord Highlighter from Ofra. This is a mixture of the Star Island Highlighter and the Pillow Talk Highlighter, I think. I'll be going into the golden shade. I don't know which one is which, because I've never used an Ofra product until this. So I don't know which color is which highlighter, but I'm going to go into the more golden shade since I'm, you know, golden on the eyes. So she uploaded a video recently about her financial goals for 2020. I'll have her video linked down below because she gives good inspiration to me for that, because, you know, her and her husband, I swear, are so good with their money, and I like need her to just teach me how to budget, because I cannot budget for the life of me. I don't know. I literally like don't know how to create a budget. I just do not know how to do it. So I need her or someone to teach me, because I don't know how to do one. But it made me want to talk about this in this video because I also have some financial goals for 2020. I'm in a lot of debt right now. I am. And I also live paycheck to paycheck. Because I've been working extra hours, I have been getting a little bit of extra money, which is nice, but with the extra money, it just goes more towards bills. So I still end up, by the time I get my next paycheck, because I get paid bi-weekly, by the time my next paycheck rolls around, I'm always less than $100 in my bank account. Sometimes, I think last time I had like $4 in my bank account, and that's even with me getting in like an extra like $300 to $400 from work on my paycheck because of all the hours I've been working, you know? So I'm in a lot of debt. So I have 2 credit cards that are maxed out. One of them is a Chase Slate card that has well over $2,000 I owe on it. The other card is not even a card, it's PayPal credit. I don't know why I ever signed up for PayPal credit. I do not recommend it. That stuff, that was such a temptation, especially when I was back in my days of constantly wanting to buy. Especially living on the island, I shopped online a lot. And especially like first starting YouTube and getting into this whole makeup game, I wanted to like pretty much buy everything. I'm using the viewfinder as a mirror, so I'm sorry I'm not really like looking into the camera in this video. And so I maxed out those at one point. So then a couple years ago, because I had maxed them out and owed a lot of money on them, I I got a personal loan because I was moving out of this hell house. I have a story time on that from a year or so ago. I can have it linked down below in case you guys are interested in hearing about that. And I knew I would have to pay off some bills from the house. Looking back, since that landlord kept my security deposit, did not give it back at all, I should have just left the bills. But I was trying to be a good person and trying to somehow like have a chance at getting my security deposit back, but she didn't even contact me after I moved out, and never gave me my money, and I never even did anything about her not giving me my security deposit back because I was just so happy to be out of there. So I just didn't want anything to do with her because she was a really terrible landlord too. So I would say my best landlord is the one I have now. She's great. I have had to go to her a couple of times with certain problems in the apartment, and she's so quick about having someone come see it, and she's just really great. And then the last place I rented was like an actual company, and I would swear that's also a good way to go too, because then you know it's like legit and it's not something that's going to screw you over. So anyway, so I was moving out of the Hell House, and I had like to pay off some outstanding bills to get out of there, like the electricity bill, the fuel bill, and all of that. So I just did my brows with the Pure Arch Nemesis brow pencil and the NYX Cannabis brow setter. They both work pretty well. Arch Nemesis brow pencil, not something I totally recommend. I think you can get drugstore brow pencils that are just as good. It was just something I bought last year when I got the Pure Grinch palette. I just wanted to try it on camera. I'm gonna try to smoke something on my lower lash lines, so I think I'm just gonna use the Bold Rush shade. Just try to do it really lightly underneath, just to give it a little something something. But I hate stuff on my lower lash line. Like, I don't do it anymore. But you know what? Let's just try it. So I got a personal loan out because not only did I have those outstanding bills, I wanted to pay off my PayPal credit and my Chase Slate card and just have a fresh, clean start. All the debt is in one thing, and then I pay off that one debt. So I got a personal loan through Discover, which actually, honestly, I really like working with Discover for my personal loan. I just had to talk to a girl on the phone for like, I don't know, 20 minutes. Talk to her about like what my needs were and all of that, because I said to her, I don't know anything about personal loans. This is the first time. I don't even know if it's something that I should necessarily get, but it's something I wanted to look into because I have like all these bills and I'm kind of like feel like I'm drowning and all that. And she was like so nice, helped me. I took out a $3,000 personal loan to pay off PayPal credit, which I think at the time I owed like $800. Chase Slate, I think I owed like $500. And then, because back then, my Chase Slate card, I only had a $600 credit line. And then pay off the rest of the bills, plus have a little bit of an extra chunk of money in my bank account for certain things I would need for the new apartment, because the new apartment was completely empty. I didn't have like dishes or anything like that. So I took one out, and I still to this day, like, if you were to get a personal loan, I would recommend Discover. I also recommend just going through your bank and saying that way. That was something I could have done, but I just kind of went with the first thing. And I pay $88 a month to pay off the personal loan, and it gets taken out of my bank account automatically, so I don't even have to think about it. So a couple years ago, took out that personal loan, and I don't know why I thought this had a mirror. I went to go look into it. And so all my debt was paid off underneath this personal loan. Obviously not like all my debt, but you know what I mean. It was all like into one. There's a friggin' term for that. What's it called? You guys know what I'm talking about, but like it was all into one thing instead of me paying different things. It was all just one bill. So I took that out, and that left a lot of, stress off of me. It definitely took a weight off my shoulders. But then stupid me used the credit card again and PayPal credit. And it was one of those things that I went so long without using my Chase card. And if I did use it, I was so quick to paying it off the next time I had a bill. I was so good about it, so good about PayPal credit. Then all of a sudden, it was just one day I was low on money. I was shopping online, and all of a sudden, boom, I used, I think, PayPal credit. Or I bought some groceries, ended up being a higher bill than I had wanted. And I think I used my Chase card. Either way, like, it's one of those things, I used it once and all of a sudden, boom, I was constantly using my card again. Not only that, but my Chase Slate card ended up sending me a letter saying they were upping my credit line to like $2,200 or like $2,000, from $600 to $2,000. And me, with my shopping problem at the time, I think I used it also maybe to buy a laptop. I think I did, because I think at the time also my Apple laptop completely crashed, was unrepairable, and even if it was repairable, I think the computer repair place was like, it's going to cost you like a shit ton of money, basically more money than it would be to just buy a new laptop. So I ended up buying my Dell laptop from QVC, and I think I made it so because I did like the Easy Pay, and I think I made it so the payments came out of the Chase Slate card. So, and I think that laptop was like $800. Might have been a little less, but for the most part, I think it was $800. So then all of a sudden, also moving to the new town and like still struggling with money. Also, I quit my job over the summertime, so I also didn't really have money because of that. I ended up maxing out the Chase Slate card to like well over the credit limit. I don't know how they do that, but like well over the credit limit. I owe Chase Slate like, I think $2,200. I owe PayPal credit like $1,500. And I haven't even made payments toward PayPal credit yet. I have been making payments to Chase Slate because there's just no way around it really. And yeah, I have a lot of debt in just my credit cards, and I'm still paying off the personal loan that I took out to pay off those cards in the first place. So stupid me now has 3 different like credits to pay off for the credit cards. Those are some things I'm paying off. Not to mention, I do have a car loan. Now, the car, that wouldn't even be paid off this year anyways. I have a 6-year loan on the car. So I make a payment every month. I've only had the car for 2 years, I think. So I'm paying it off for the next 4 years. So that's just, it is what it is. It's fine. It's $180 I pay for the car. The car was under 10 grand. It was a cheap car. So, before I do mascara, I'm going to spray my face with this. I might use my Fix Plus also. Also have a $5,000, maybe it's only 3 something. I want to say, you know what, let's just say 4 just to be safe. I have a $4,000 student loan that I took out when I was like 20 or so. I joined Kaplan University. It was like an online college. I was going to do business management and get my associates in it. And a few months into it, I decided to quit because it was hard to juggle that and a full-time job. And I tried to ask them to like, if I could just like drop a class and just do like maybe 1 class or 1 or 2 classes. And I think they said I would end up owing more money. So I ended up just like quitting the college. And so I have a $4,000 student loan because of that stupid decision I had made, because I decided, you know, I joined kind of on a whim, and if I could go back and rethink it and all that, I probably wouldn't have joined at the time. So I do owe a student loan payment. I have been putting that thing on forbearance for years. It's been a $4,000 loan pretty much since I got it. Now, let me tell you, I know that a lot of people have college loans that are a lot higher than $4,000, so I'm not trying to like complain about it, but still, it's a lot of money to pay for like nothing. Like, because it's not like I got anything to show that I even went to college for just a few months. But I do have a loan through that. And then any other debts? I think that's it for like loans. But then, you know, I have like $100 phone payment, more than $100. I have electricity payment here, rent, and all of that. So I also have some financial goals this year. One of them is definitely I want to try to pay off the Chase Slate card this year. I know that's a lot because it's $2,200. I'm thinking if I could at least get it down, then I'll still be happy. Like, if I could get it even down to like $8,000 by the end of the year, I'd be a happy girl. And I'm going to try my best to make bigger payments than just the minimum payment. Like, my next payment was $77 owed, and I made it so it's going to be a $100 payment. So I'm hoping if I could just try to chisel away and keep doing that, then if I could just even just pay off that card and so I can cancel it, I want to cancel it. I wanted to cancel it last time, but one of my friends had said to me that I should keep it because having a card, you know, with like a zero balance, you know what I mean? Like where I owe nothing on it, it's gonna be better for my credit than canceling it. But I just don't even care it now. Like, and I wish I had have listened and I had canceled it anyways, because now stupid me maxed it out again. So I just want to get it paid off and I want to cancel it and just not have a credit card. Or just somewhere down the road, maybe get another one. But for the most part, I think I want to just cancel it. And then I want to work on PayPal credit and try to get that paid off. And then somehow try to get that canceled. I want to try to make it so that's not even an option. I don't even know if that's possible. But I want to try to get that canceled. Or I'm just going to completely delete my PayPal account. And then if I ever want to order stuff online, I just have to get my credit card. Because the thing with PayPal is it makes it so easy that, you know, I keep my purse in my car and locked up in my car. So it's never even in the house. So if I need my card for something, odds are I just exit out and I just don't even order it. So yeah, I definitely have some financial goals this year. I'm going to be using this Smashbox Superfan mascara. This is a new mascara to me. This is the first time I'm using it, but I got it during Black Friday. And this is the brush. Really skinny brush. Ooh. So my goal this year is to pay off the Chase Slate card. My also goal is to, and I don't know if I'll really do this year. If I don't, I won't beat myself up about it. But I don't want to put the student loan on forbearance much longer, because every time you put it on forbearance, you're just adding more money onto it. The payment to the student loan is only $50 a month, so I really want to just start making the $50 payment every month. It's off of forbearance in February, and then I'm going to see, and if I absolutely can't, I'm going to put it on forbearance again for a couple more months. But ultimately, my goal would be to not have that on forbearance. I have been working on trying to get payments down. I switched my phone plan to something cheaper, so it's going to save me like, I don't know, maybe $10, but $10 is $10. And I'm trying to just save my money. We're trying to be better about grocery shopping. We're trying to be better about, I've actually been really good about like not shopping as much, because like me, I really only want to buy things I absolutely need. So, and I feel like I've been doing a really good job of that. So it's just about when I get money in to just put it towards bills, and then whatever I have left is what I have left. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that is my really random, really long get ready with me. This ends up being the finished look. Thoughts on the palette. I think it's beautiful. I can't wait to play with it more. I think it's definitely a good palette for the winter time, because sometimes in the winter time I don't really know what to use, because I don't really like dark colors. But I think this is a really pretty palette. This might actually be a good palette for summertime too. But yeah, I'm really happy with the Colourpop Good as Gold palette. I think that if you were thinking about picking it up, I would definitely recommend it. And it's really affordable, so. And the mascara, I think, worked really well. I'll keep playing with it and let you guys know. But yeah, that is everything for my really rambly get ready with me. I'm looking at the timestamp and it says I'm at 47 minutes. So I can't even believe I've been doing this for that long. Oh my god, I can't speak. But yeah, I'm going to let my hair down maybe. If you guys like this video and you want to see more get ready with me's on this channel, then please don't forget to give this a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. You can just go ahead and click that little red thing, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.